Speaking of which, suppose, Hugo, what did you do when your children were small? How did you know when they were crying? You had a special device to let you hear when the baby was crying. It had the signal and also the doorbell and the alarm. This one. Ah, let me show the audience. Sonic alarm. That has a receiver that picks up the signal from the doorbell or an alarm clock or when a baby's crying, and it'll send it to the lamp with a light, or you can have a vibrator in the bed, and you can hook it up to the clock. Wow, that's really cool. A lot of people are curious, how do the deaf know when their children are crying? But this helps a deaf parent to be really skilled.
And they're available for the baby signaler, and as well as the door and the telephone, and they all work in similar ways, where there's a transmitter that sends a signal to a receiver, which activates, as you had discussed, a light or a vibrator, so a deaf person can be signaled of different changes in the environment.
Wow, making the deaf welcome and feeling that their rights are being protected is a wonderful thing, and I have to applaud your office for opening up your doors to make deaf welcome.
Well, I have to tell you, it really falls right in line with what we do. One of the things that we do, and as you said, is the focus on fathers' rights. The reason we do that is because there's a perceived or actual, depending upon who you talk to, gender bias in our system. There's also a hearing bias in our system in thinking about coming here and what that would mean, and the similarities between representing a father in a divorce or custody proceeding and representing a deaf client. I was thinking about it, and very often when things are frustrating, we're having a hard time communicating with people. There's the old joke, when you're talking to someone who speaks a foreign language, just talk louder. In thinking about it, when dealing with a deaf or a hearing impaired individual, it can certainly be frustrating. And if you don't have something like this, or something like the Deaf Welcome offers, it could also be frustrating. And that could lead someone to maybe shortcut a consultation, to maybe not give full information. Maybe they'll only answer the question that was asked on a very, very quick basis, instead of giving the deaf client the full answer and all of the information that they need, all of the information that a hearing person would get, all the information they're entitled to, the information they need to proceed. And this is something that will help do that. So it's exciting.
Important to have what we call renter's insurance. And mostly, there were three reasons to have this insurance. One, it covers your stuff. And when we say your stuff, we mean your furniture, your kitchen dishes, your clothing, your shoes, and in some cases the shoes are more expensive than anything else they have in the house, in their home. But seriously, all of these things add up to tens of thousands of dollars. Your stereo equipment, your television, your computer equipment, all this adds up. So just for the fact that if there was a fire in your home, in your apartment, you could be out a lot by trying to replace all these items yourself.